Mount Carmel Golden Aces, a team in a new direction, facing the Edwards County Lady Lions tonight at the Hilltop. Non-conference prep action before us tonight. Thanks for joining us wherever you are. Scott Allen here, ready to bring you the play-by-play of this game. What we mean by all of that, Mount Carmel dealing with the loss of their big inside player, talented junior Kylie Appleby. Also, they are dealing with a loss, temporary, maybe the last game for Molly Dardine to be on the sideline. She hopes to return soon, but the loss of Appleby is for the year, and we're hoping she can even be back by the beginning of next year. But what that does now to Mount Carmel, the season was already underway, 4-2 record, a 6-2 record for the Aces. Thought they had it going in a certain direction. Now they've got to completely switch gears with no bigs left, and they've got to adjust. And they've got to adjust on the fly because the games just keep coming. Tim Willis says that they can just make it to next week. They'll get a long enough period of time they can install some new plays and basically a different set of strategies for the rest of the season. Edwards County comes in ever improving with a record of 4-3 coming off a double overtime win. Small crowd here at the Hilltop tonight. We got a great game ahead, though. This should be a good ball game tonight, so it's too bad a lot of people are missing it tonight, whatever they're doing for Christmas, Christmas shopping and activities. But we will take a 90-second break, and we're going to come back with the starting lineups and then the play-by-play of this game. It's Mount Carmel and Edwards County here at your home for the Aces.
You don't have to be a professional athlete to work hard and play hard. It's important to get into shape, and it's important to stay in shape. That is why orthopedic surgeon Dr. Prashant Anand wants to put you back into action when accidents or injuries interrupt your physical activity. Dr. Anand specializes in your aches and pains by providing surgical care for a comprehensive array of orthopedic conditions affecting the bones, joints, and muscular system. Richland Memorial Hospital and Dr. Prashant Anand for people who work hard and play hard.
There's nothing like Wabash County at Christmas time. All the hustle, all the bustle, and it's all for you. Did you know there are over 60 members of the Retail Merchants Committee all waiting to serve you? No matter what's on that shopping list, we'll probably have it right here in Wabash County. And if not, we'll point you in the right direction because it's all about pulling together for a happy holiday season. The Retail Merchants of Wabash County, we're open for business. Christmas starts here.
When your friends invite you to a party, you make bad decisions. When you make bad decisions, you make bad grades. When you make bad grades, your parents yell at you. When your parents yell at you, you get stressed. When you get stressed, you go for a walk. When you go for a walk, you interrupt football practice. When you interrupt football practice, you get tackled by a 6'6", 350-pound All-Pro defensive lineman. Don't get tackled by a 6'6", 350-pound All-Pro defensive lineman. Say no to underage drinking.
All right, back here at the Hilltop, it's time for the starting lineups now, brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10 Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. Masor Borowiak gets one of the starts out high for the Lady Lions, along with Sidney Foster. And one of the guards on the offense as well will be Madison Hout. Inside there's the gal that Mount Carmel's going to have to watch tonight, Malia Schmittler. She can really carry the load for this ball club, and she starts. And also, Caelyn Nelson starts for the Lions. She had a very impressive outing in their double overtime wins. Hit 7 threes in their most recent game. Nelson is one to watch from the perimeter. Now the Aces starting lineup. There's Hallie McGuire. She will get a start out high at guard. Lauren Wright, who just did a marvelous rendition of the national anthem, now steps into the starting lineup. How about that? Double duty. National anthem singing and starting. Also in the lineup, McKenna Zimmerman. She's kind of taken over that spot that was occupied by Kylie Appleby. Also Bailey Ray and Kylie Terrell round out the lineup for the LA. Starting lineups brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10 Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. Mount Carmel in their home white uniforms with the maroon numerals, and Edwards County in their road black uniforms with the white numerals outlined in red. Crowd continues to file in here. Thank goodness for that. And we are almost set for basketball. Going to be a busy weekend. Mount Carmel next plays on Saturday afternoon at Jasper in Big 8 conference play. And both teams can shaking hands with one another. Actually, the Lady Lions were first out to do that to the Mount Carmel players. A nice touch. Tanya Conrad has things looking up in Edwards County. They are 4-3, the gals are. And it will be Schmittler jumping up against Bailey Ray of Mount Carmel. Here's the tip, and it's won by Edwards County. That was Terrell on the tip for Mount Carmel. We're underway. To the right side, there's Nelson. She's one you've got to watch. That's the gal who had 7 threes in the most recent game. She has the ball out high, drives to the right to the elbow, lays up there, and stops, gives the ball to Foster. Foster hands it back behind to Nelson, who can't shake free on the right side. Now Foster dribble drive, scores. Nice move from the right side. Sidney Foster. Edwards County leads 2-0. Now Mount Carmel with the ball for the first time. There's Haley Church. Mount Carmel trails 2-0. And with a shot out high, it's no good. Thrown up by Mount Carmel by Bailey Ray. Rebound battle. And now a loose ball inside, picked up by Edwards County. Shot no good, and the ball comes down to Mount Carmel. So the Aces still trying to tie this game up. On the left side, McGuire. Now out high to Bailey Ray. Ray looks. Zimmerman releases down low. They can't get her the ball, so now it'll be Lauren Wright setting the play. Mount Carmel goes right to left. Edwards County thought they were in a man-to-man, and they still appear to be. Backside, well done to the Aces, but they missed the shot down there, as Lauren Wright couldn't connect after getting the pass. Edwards County quickly down in transition, but before the ball gets inside to Schmittler, the Aces take it away. Now they lose it, and Edwards County has it right back. So the Lions get a chance now to set it up in the half court after an exchange of turnovers. We're barely 1 minute into the game. 2-0 Edwards County. Now Carmel in a man-to-man. To the right side, Nelson elbows out front. She backs up, now gives to the right wing. Shot from there by Hout is no good. And the rebound by Haley McGuire. Here come the Aces now. Lauren Wright pedals into the front court, way outside Zimmerman. She's not going to shoot from that far out, though she eyed it and kept Edwards County honest. Looking now is Bailey Ray. Holds the ball, gives to Terrell into the paint. Backside, she drives and scores. Kylie Terrell evens the count. We're 2-2 now. We're 2.5 minutes into the game. Aces press a little bit. Edwards County breaks it easily. Down court, a bank shot goes in for Borowiak. Down the lane she drove, 4-2. Edwards County, first basket for Borowiak. Now up high, there's Kylie Terrell. Terrell looks to the right side, right beyond the arc, fires away, no good. Rebound pulled down by Edwards County. And here is Lauren Wright picking up the defender, picking up on defense against Borowiak. She gets rid of the ball to the right side. Skip pass up high, Edwards County just threw it away. That pass from the right wing sailed way over the head of the guard as she went one way, the ball went the other. And so Mount Carmel now with the ball, a chance to tie it back up. 4:55 to go, first period. Terrell outside left, post up down low. Bailey Ray right got her the ball. She missed the shot, and the rebound to Masor, Borowiak of Edwards County. Lions throw it down court for Nelson, and they lost it out of bounds, the Lions did. Good defense by Haley McGuire, and the ball trickled out of bounds off Nelson's hand. So Mount Carmel has it right back. Tomorrow night, it's the boys at Vincennes. We'll have live coverage on WSJD beginning at around 6:45. There's a foul, I believe, on Borowiak as Wright dribbled by. She got a little push there. First foul of the night. It's on Masor Borowiak of Edwards County. Now Carmel triggers. They stack it up along the side court line near the section of fans over there. And now here is a dribble drive and another bump down low, and that'll send Bailey Ray to the line, as this foul appears to be against Sidney Foster. And it will be. Into the game for Mount Carmel. Here comes Morgan York. And she'll replace Zimmerman at the 4:31 mark. Long range bomb, good from Bailey Ray. Ray nails the first three of the game. Mount Carmel has its first lead, 5-4, and almost a steal by Ray in the backcourt. Dribbling through traffic is Foster just to get across the timeline. Now the push pass down low. It gets away from Borowiak, stolen by Mount Carmel in the corner by Kylie Terrell. So the Aces a chance to extend the lead now, thanks to the pressure defense. Right side, McGuire, way outside, looking for the cutter, nothing there. Now Ray. Ray around a pick to the left side. Kind of throws it off balance, but it's still got to McGuire on the right wing. And Mount Carmel still working a play here. Pedaling between the rings is Lauren Wright. Now Terrell coming out high. Nothing there. Nothing there for York, and she gets rid of the ball. Now from the point. There's a long-range bomb. No good off the back of the rim. Thrown up by McGuire. Rebound by Edwards County. Now Carmel leads 5-4. 3.5 to go here in the first period of play. And a foul on Mount Carmel. First one on Ray as Borowiak beat her to the lane. And Bailey was caught reaching from behind. That's her first. Sitting down for Mount Carmel will be Lauren Wright. Coming in, Cassidy Drone now. And so there's a shot good from outside by Nelson. Caelyn Nelson nails the three ball, her first of the night, after getting 7 in her most recent game. She has 3, and Edwards County leads 7-5. Looking, backing up McGuire. Shoots from there, from the point off the front of the rim, no good. On the rebound, tracked down by Terrell. Mount Carmel tries again. A long-range shot from beyond the arc, thrown up no good by Drone. And there's a foul on the play, and it'll be on Edwards County. They'll call that foul number 2, by the way, on Sidney Foster. 3 on the team. Mount Carmel triggers. There's Ray with the inlet. Nails another 3-ball. Bailey Ray. She got one. She's got her first one. Terrell got the other. 8-7 Mount Carmel. Pressure by the Aces at the half line. We're down to 2.5 to go in the first half. There's space, so no count on as Mount Carmel's Cassidy Drone offers defense, and Edwards County just threw the ball away. They were looking for Nelson against the pressure, which produced results for Mount Carmel. Forced a turnover. Now right back into the game, replacing Ray, and a timeout called by Edwards County. It's a 30-second timeout brought to you by Harris Insurance Agency. Mount Carmel leads 8-7. We'll take this break at your home for the Aces.
At LIP Motorsports, located at 830 Poplar Street in Mount Carmel, we offer custom upholstery work from a full car interior to just a seat repair. And don't fix that headliner when we can put in a new one. And how about camo? Not only can we make your interior look new, we can fix almost anything in it. Window motors, door handles, seat motors, etc. Why buy another car when we can make yours look and run new? LIP Motorsports has a mechanic on duty Monday through Friday beginning at 6 a.m. Car detailing only $79. And get your tickets now for the Corvette Pace Car giveaway to benefit Safe Haven.
Get out of there. We're back here at the Hilltop. Mount Carmel versus Edwards County tonight. The Aces have an 8-7 early lead with 2:24 to go here in the first period. Already 3 fouls on the Lions, just 1 on Mount Carmel. And we'll have an out-of-bounds play right at center court. Mount Carmel has the basketball. McGuire gives it in to Lauren Wright. Edwards County in a man-to-man. Dribble drive low on the right side, and a travel by the Aces guard. Turning it over, Cassidy Drone. Mount Carmel will have it. Edwards County will have it now. Mount Carmel will press, though, on the inlet. We may have to press a lot more this year than originally thought by Coach Tim Willis, as we're going to have to counteract the loss of the bigs and come up with other ways to score points and get an offense. Nice inside feed, Edwards County to Nelson. They scored that easily. Caelyn Nelson has 5 already for Edwards County, and they're back on top 9-8. Down to 1:52 to go in the period. Here's Lauren Wright pedaling down to the middle. Takes a big step to the left side, now backs up and dribbles to the right. Uses both hands on the dribble. She can go left and right. Good ball handler. And now McGuire out high. Edwards County's defense Mount Carmel having to look it over. And now they've gone back to a zone, the Lions have. So they've switched a couple of times here tonight. Well, they're still in a man-to-man drive. Nope, they lay out for McGuire from the corner. Shot from there, no good. High bounce. Put back try by Terrell. And she draws the foul. She'll go to the line. And the Edwards County fans kind of hoot and holler. That one's on Schmittler. Malia Schmittler, her first for Edwards County. The fans thought that Schmittler got all ball. The official begged to differ. He didn't beg to differ. He's the official. He can call what he wants. Number 1 on Schmittler, 4 on the team, and the free throw is good by Kylie Terrell. That's the first free throw of the night. Here comes Cammie Klein into the game for Mount Carmel. And the next one on the way. She got them both. And Mount Carmel now leads by a score of 10-9. There's a ball out of bounds. Edwards County threw it away again. Mount Carmel with the basketball now by a point with 1 minute left in the period. There's a ball inside, intended for Terrell, but Schmittler poked it out of bounds. It'll be an inbounds for the Lions. Well, for the Aces now. With 58.8 seconds to go in the period. Inlet, middle of the lane, shot from there from 10, no good by Kylie Terrell, and the rebound to Edwards County. Pretty good look on the inlet. It just bounced away. There comes Edwards County now. Bounce pass left side. But the ball is Murbarger now, and they lost the ball again. The Lions having trouble taking care of the basketball. Mount Carmel with another takeaway. The lead, and then Mount Carmel threw it away. They tried to get running down to the other end and threw too long out of bounds, and Edwards County has it right back with 37.5 seconds remaining in the period. First, the official has to go way out underneath the cutout section in the gymnasium to make that recovery of the ball. Now, against pressure, here's Edwards County. Across the timeline. Madison Hout dishes to the left side. Now back, almost a loose ball at the elbow by Borowiak, but Edwards County gets it back. Borowiak lets it fly, no good. Schmittler put back in and out. And another rebound by Edwards County. This one goes in, and it'll count, and it means free throws from Madison Hout. Edwards County alive on the boards that time. First basket for Hout. The foul on Mount Carmel on Cammie Klein. Her first. And Hout for the three-point play nailed it. And Edwards County now leads by 2, 12-10. We're down to 15 seconds to go in the period. Mount Carmel with the last shot. Walks across the timeline. Does Bailey Ray. Now we're down to 7, down to 6. Ray starts to pick it up, go to the right side. Now to tie it to Terrell. She'd lost the ball inside with 2, with 1. Edwards County, a shot from the half line, but it's short at the horn. And 1 period in the books here at the Hilltop. Your score, Edwards County 12, Mount Carmel 10. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute at your home for the Aces.
My accident was on July 4th. 2004, and we had a breaker that was kind of dirty and gummed up, and it malfunctioned and turned on, and it came back on, sent 7,200 volts down the line, and my buddy was up in a bucket and I was on the ground holding the wire in my left hand. One thing would have changed the course of my life. Just about every day, and I get up out of bed and I try to use my hand. It's been 10, almost 11 years now, and it never goes away. All it would take is one quick second, and your life can change forever. I lost my best friend to an accident like this. Was one of the hardest things for me to accept. If you're the type of person that thinks an accident's not going to happen to you, you better rethink that, because I used to think that. And so I just want you guys to remember that it can happen to you.
Scott Allen back here at the Hilltop. We're set to go to the second period. Mount Carmel trails Edwards County. The score is 12-10. And Mount Carmel will have the ball first here. And we go to the second period. McGuire now to the left side, passing down the lane. Hout, I should say Wright, gives the ball to Bailey Ray, and it dropped out of bounds off her hands. It'll be Edwards County ball. Here come the Lions now. 12-10, Edwards County leads by 2. And the first quarter was back and forth a little bit. There's a steal by Mount Carmel. Reid got it away. Here's the driving layup, too hard by Wright, and Schmittler gets the rebound for Edwards County. Here come the Lions, and they throw it away. Looking to fast break at the other end. So Mount Carmel with another chance to regain the lead here. Bounce pass outside to Ray. Ray circles around the top to the right wing. Shot for Wright, off the glass and no good from 12. The rebound by Terrell. She pushes it out to Wright, and the Aces set it up again. We're almost 1 minute into the second period. Here's Hallie McGuire to the right side. Dribble drive, shovel inside, and a big collision, and a blocking foul will be the call as Ray barged into, it looked like, Hallie Murbarger of Edwards County. But they don't call any foul. It's just out of bounds. Now they called it on Madison Hout. That's her first. So they did call a foul. Mount Carmel missed a shot. Edwards County gets the rebound. 12-10, Lions lead. Dribble drive, down court, one-hand flyer goes in. That shot goes in for Borowiak, and Mount Carmel calls a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Harris Insurance Company. 6:37 to go in the half. It's Edwards County 14, Mount Carmel 10. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're back here at the Hilltop. It's 14-10 on the camera tonight. Tommy Cook, Brianna Henson is working the stream. Live video tonight on the NFHS network, association with my15news.com. You have to be a subscriber to watch. But keep in mind, when you do that, you benefit Mount Carmel Athletics, too. Of course, we're also live on the radio, WSJDTV.com. And Mount Carmel pulls back to within 2 on a breaking layup by Kylie Terrell. She has 7 now on the night. And Edwards County down court tried to go to the fast break, and Mount Carmel poked it out of bounds to slow things up. So Edwards County now will have to earn it with a baseline inlet. 6:17 to go. First half of play. Mount Carmel trails 14-12. Murbarger breaks the play. Looks. Bounce pass inside and a block shot by Ray. She got the ball out of Hout's hands with a block, and Mount Carmel comes out of there with it with a chance to knot the game up. Here's Lauren Wright against Edwards County pressure, extending out on the ball a little bit, even up near the volleyball line. Now McGuire coming out. Ray, right side, nothing on the give and go, or nothing on the back door, I should say. On the left side, there's Zimmerman, lets it go for 3, bounces away, no good. Schmittler lost the rebound. Oh, they say we touched it last. And the ball goes to Edwards County. So the Lions will take over. 7 points for Terrell so far, 6 for Ray. Actually, Ray has 5, and there's a ball thrown away by Edwards County. So another steal for Mount Carmel. Tim Willis is saying, let's run a little bit. Ray to right on the right side above the arc line. Now to Zimmerman between the rings. Looking, goes post left. The ball got away, though, for a moment, and out near the corner, dribbling is Terrell. And now a big bump from Borowiak as she bumped the number 12 counterpart, Lauren Wright, and that is foul number 2 on Masor Borowiak. 5:21 to go here in the first half of play. Klein back into the game for the Aces. 14-12, Edwards County. And Klein had the ball poked away on the inlet, and now wrestles it back, has it back, and starts to move with the basketball. Now she has to stop. How about that? Klein just came into the game and immediately thrust right into the center of the action, but she managed to get the ball back. A dribble drive right. Instead she lays out here, moving to the elbow right side. Ray gives it behind her, a little topside motion going now. McGuire, who's going to cut. It looks like Terrell drives the baseline and scores. Kylie Terrell headed for the basket. She has 9 now, and it's 14-all. This game is tied with 4:41 to go in the half. Here's Nelson to the right side. She throws it cross court, and it sails out of bounds. It'll belong to Mount Carmel. So the Aces have it right back. Playing for the lead right now. An inside shot is up, bounces out, no good. Put back, no good. Terrell wrestles for the rebound, and a held ball called as she gets tied up by Madison Hout. The ball goes to Edwards County. Well, Mount Carmel got a good look inside, just couldn't get the ball to land in the twine. Morgan York into the game now for the Aces. And coming back in for Edwards County is Sidney Foster. This game is tied 14-all, 4:20 to go here in the first half of play. Nelson finally across the timeline with a diagonal pass. It goes to Borowiak. She drives the paint, lobs it over to the left wing. Now Nelson in the corner hit. Another three. Boy, she is deadly, isn't she? Caelyn Nelson, 2 threes tonight, has 8 on the game. Edwards County back up by a tray, 17-14. Zimmerman steps out on the right side, push pass into the blocks for Terrell. Now the ball's loose on the deck. Terrell fights off Edwards County, gets it back, and reloads the play. How about that? Ray, left side now. Back to Bailey on the clearing pass, poked away by Hout. Now Carmel will trigger again from side court. 3:44 for the half. Edwards County by 3, 17-14. The Lions 4-2 on the year. Mount Carmel 6-2. Here is Terrell now. Up high, looking, shooting is Ray, and she nailed it. Bailey Ray, with her third 3 of the night, accounts for all her 9 points from beyond the arc line. Game is tied again, and Mount Carmel gets a steal. Inside Ray, missed the shot, and Edwards County gets the rebound. Now the ball almost poked away by Klein, and she comes back up and gets it away from Schmittler again, but it goes out of bounds to Edwards County. So Klein just as much on fire, but on defense, as Bailey Ray is on offense. 3:13 for the half. Edwards County inlet. Nelson hits again from the right side. It's like shooting at the county fair, these two. Nelson for Edwards County and Ray for Mount Carmel. Nelson has 11. Long-range bomb no good for Mount Carmel, and we couldn't save it out of bounds. It'll go to Edwards County. So the Lions lead 20-17. The last 3 baskets in this game have all come from beyond the arc line. 2 from Edwards County, 1 from Mount Carmel. Aces on trap pressure, they get a steal. Quickly into Terrell, layup good. The ball was stolen by Wright, and Terrell scored just like that, and Edwards County doesn't wait around for us to set up another press. As Tanya Conrad calls timeout right now. Timeout's brought to you by Harris Insurance Agency. It's a 30, 2:49 to go in the half. Edwards County 20, Mount Carmel 19. It's your home for the Aces.
Firebox ads are digital innovation to assist advertising in local businesses. You can see for yourself at these Mount Carmel locations. Firebox ads aren't the only service Brushfire Creative has to offer. We provide everything needed for your business to take off. Brushfire Creative. Spark your business potential.
Back at the Hilltop, Edwards County by 1 with the basketball. The Lions lead 20-19. Thanks for joining us tonight. You're listening to the basketball game on WSJD Princeton Mount Carmel. Lions poke it inside to Schmittler. She forces a shot up but draws the foul. And Malia Schmittler will go to the stripe. Foul on Mount Carmel. They call that on Terrell, her first. Schmittler there and made the free throw. It rolled over the rim and down. Edwards County by 2. Here comes another one now. On the way, made it. Schmittler is in the books, hit both free throws, 22-19 Lions. Now Carmel goes right to left, right. Now to Terrell. Kylie, Terrell, and Ray, both on the floor. The big two for the LAs now with the loss of Kylie Appleby. And the long-range bomber for Ray. She missed that one for three, and Schmittler gets the rebound. But the outlet is poked away, stolen by the Aces, right into the paint. Lobs it ahead to Terrell. She's hit by Sidney Foster. Contact in the lane, and Foster gets the call. That's her third foul. Now Carmel a quick steal and a quick inside pass, but Terrell will now have to go to the line and earn the points there. She has not been to the line tonight. She has 10 points on the game. Into the game for Mount Carmel now comes Cassidy Drone back in, replacing Lauren Wright. At the line. Missing. No, it goes in. I thought it was going up, but it just kept bouncing around, and Kylie Terrell hit that free throw. Her first free throw of the night. Now the next one on the way. Here it comes. She missed it. Edwards County get box out for the rebound. Nelson now with the ball. 2:09 left in the half. Quickly down court, dribble drive, working her way on the baseline. Draws the foul from Mount Carmel. So a smart move to the rack for Edwards County. It'll be an inbounds play. Foul number 2 on Kylie Terrell, by the way, and we're going to get her out of the game. Terrell's coming out. In is Morgan York. We don't want Terrell picking up a third foul here. It'll be a baseline inlet for Edwards County. 2:05 showing on the clock in the first half. Steal on the inlet by Drone of Mount Carmel. So here come the LAs now. Reid, baseline dribble drive, pump shot, got it. Bailey Ray is in double figures with 11. And the game is tied again. 22-all. And zone trap pressure. Mount Carmel gets a steal in the middle of the court. Here's a dribble drive down low for 2, and the lead, and it goes in. Morgan York with her first points of the night. Aces are back on top, 24-22, and Edwards County just threw the ball away at the other end. 1:32 to go in the half. Tanya Conrad would like not to have to waste a timeout this close to halftime. But can the girls from Albion hold it together? They've surrendered the lead and threw the ball away again. Now Klein operates for the Aces. Up high. York, a 3 on the way. And she got it. Morgan York with a 3 ball. And Edwards County now down by 5. 27-22, Mount Carmel's biggest lead of the night. Edwards County almost threw it away again. Pass from Nelson into Schmittler, though, saves the day for Edwards County. Nelson had to do a number just to get a hold of that down-court pass. Then she rifled it into Schmittler for an easy 2. 27-24, Mount Carmel. That ends the Aces run. We're inside a minute now. 3 on the way. Again, but the Aces banks it in and out. That's Morgan York out of bounds to Edwards County with 48.2 left on the clock. Now, leaving the game is Cassidy Drone. Lauren Wright back in for the Aces. Mount Carmel will press everybody but the inlet man. So, zone pressure on the inlet. Length to go for Edwards County. Tough inlet. Bobbled around. Mount Carmel with a steal right under the basket and a foul on Edwards County. So when Mount Carmel got that steal, Hallie McGuire, she was right underneath the Aces basket, but the foul was on Edwards County, and they call it on Masor Borowiak. Not a bad foul on Borowiak, because McGuire was like 2 feet from the basket when she stole the ball. 45.6 seconds to go. McGuire toes the line. Free throw is no good. And Edwards County comes out of that all right, don't they? Granted, they gave up a foul, but they've got the ball down by only 3 with 37 seconds to go in the half. Tim Willis up hollering instructions to his gals. There's Nelson working right, elbow right, gets rid of the ball. And now the Lions throw it into the backcourt. Ray gets a steal and an easy layup. She picked it up 5 feet from the basket and made an easy layup out of it. 13 for Ray now. 17 seconds to go in the half. 29-24. Edwards County tries again to hustle it into the front court. Down to 9, down to 8. And we've got a foul on Lauren Wright. She kind of bailed out Edwards County's Masor Borowiak there because Borowiak was really getting close to a 5 count. So that foul on Wright is her first. We're still at 8.8 seconds to go. And Edwards County with the ball. Pressure. They throw the ball away again into the backcourt. 4.5 seconds to go. That's an over and back. And Mount Carmel has a chance here. Mount Carmel going to hustle Lauren Wright back into the game. Wright replaces York. Mount Carmel will get the ball right at the half line with time to work a play here. They stack up straight along the line. And here's the bounce inlet. Down to 2 seconds to go. Will we get a shot away? Ray, no! She couldn't quite get that shot. And that's the way the first half ends, with Mount Carmel leading Edwards County on a late second quarter flurry. The score, 29-24. Here at halftime, we're going to visit with Carmen Dasher at halftime. She just signed a national letter of intent to play softball next year at Rund Lake College. We'll have her on and the halftime show. Josh Howard will join us for the broadcast here when we return in just 2 minutes.
News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first. First on the scene.
We are live here at Mount Carmel Middle School, and as you can see behind me, there is some significant roof damage here.
With the latest information.
As a precaution, we have decided to evacuate the children from the South School.
On air. Online. On Facebook. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
Beware Old Man Winter. When winter weather rears its ugly head, and it will, you can count on News Channel 15 for the latest storm forecast and updates. Kyle Peach will be live in the studio to keep you up to the minute on what to expect and how to deal with it. School closings, traffic delays, and more for Southeastern Illinois. News Channel 15 will have it all. And when you're on the go, you can also tune in 89.1 The Bash for the latest school and weather-related information.
At New Wave, we're proud to call the communities we serve our home. Our customers tell us having a local office is important to them. That's why we maintain dozens of local offices and employ over 500 skilled employees, all focused on delivering the best customer experience. We don't just connect communities, we connect to our communities, helping support the schools, organizations, and events that support all of us. Thank you for choosing New Wave Communications, your local provider of internet, TV, and phone.
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college!
Hilltop Mount Carmel leads Edwards County at halftime, 29-24. It's time now for our halftime show, and we're pleased to be joined by Carmen Dasher, Mount Carmel High School senior, softball standout. In fact, she's going to play at the next level. She signed a national letter of intent tonight to play next year at Rund Lake College. And first of all, Carmen, thanks for coming up here.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you're
so
excited,
much.
right?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
What a deal for this softball team. You're the third player to sign a national letter of intent.
Yep.
I got that right?
Yep.
That's incredible. One team, 3 players.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm.
And so this is a dream for you. I mean, you were pretty well locked in on Rund Lake from early in the process, right?
Yeah, I was also looking at Wabash, but Rund Lake really stood out to me a lot.
Yeah. What'd you like about Rund Lake?
The campus was really welcoming and really nice. And then Dave my coach, took me and looked through the campus and everything, and I really liked it.
Yeah, Rund Lake's a nice campus, too. And they play a good brand of softball, very competitive. They take the floor to swing every year and go to town. So, now, where have they got you pegged? Middle infield, perhaps?
Yeah, I play shortstop mostly. I also play outfield, but I'm hoping to get in the shortstop position as I get there. They're also looking at second base for me, but we'll see when we get there. So.
Yeah. Now, you play on a traveling team, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this will be my second year on this travel team. It's called Extreme, and it's coached by Nicole Dunlap and Barry Pearson. And right now we're starting winter workouts, and we're just going to work out all winter and then get ready for the summer.
Try to help us understand, some of us old-timers, we used to never play travel team softball. It's such a big part of American life and so many sports, but especially softball. What's it done for you?
It's really shaped me into a really good softball player, but also a really good person as well. I get to meet a whole bunch of different people, and I travel all over the country, so it's really cool to see new places and everything.
And the truth is, you have traveled all over the country.
Yes,
right?
I have.
Where's the most exotic place you've been now with a softball team?
Over this last summer, we mostly stayed in Missouri, and then the farthest I probably went for softball when I was there, I was 12, and we played in the World Series in Columbus, Ohio, and that's probably the most farthest we ever went.
Yeah, and all those are neat experiences because even as a 12-year-old, you get that kind of experience to deal with a national championship tournament type thing and that atmosphere and the pressure, which, yeah, it's probably a lot for a 12-year-old, but it's made you that much better now as a senior in high school.
Yes, it has, yeah.
What, so you had some, you were telling me about your stats, and you were 400 plus, of course, with the travel team. You had a little bit of power with you?
Yeah.
Right? And you like to drive the ball?
Yeah.
Opposite way, are you a pull hitter, or? I know you're a slap hitter, try to get on too, right?
A little bit, yeah. I'm bunt also, but I'm more of a line drive hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about this softball team? It's been so much fun to watch the improvement because, you know, and it's been building really for a few years, but it's really taken off the last couple of years. You guys are really piling up wins where we didn't have a lot there for a while, but what's been the difference? I mean, what's finally turned it around for Mount Carmel softball?
Since my class, we've always played together. We've always played in tournaments all over the years, and we have a real good softball experience, and we just try to take all the freshmen under our wing and try to shape us into we're hoping to win the regional championship this year.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you. You got one more year now in Mount Carmel. That's the goal, right?
Yeah, that is the goal.
Well, everybody I've talked to says that's the same
yes.
thing. And I'll tell you what, you got good coaches, good team. Let's hope we can get it this year to finally get over the hump.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And by the way, what are you majoring in?
I was hoping to major in physical therapy.
Okay. Well, great. You can come back. You can try to stay here in the area? Or?
Yeah, I'll probably stay close to here.
Oh, good. We like that too. All right, Carmen, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you so much.
There she is. Carmen Dasher has signed a national letter of intent to play next year at Rend Lake College softball. Now, when we come back, we'll give you a scoring summary. We're at halftime. Mount Carmel leads Edwards County 29-24. Back in 1 minute at your home for the Aces.
Richland Memorial Hospital is excited to announce the opening of a new permanent MRI facility. The 2,000 square foot facility is open 5 days a week, featuring a state-of-the-art Siemens MRI unit, which produces superior image quality to aid in the most accurate diagnosis for a full range of conditions. The larger bore of our magnet and windows in our facility create a comfortable environment for patients to receive an exam. For more information or to make an appointment, call 618-395-7340, extension 4118.
There's nothing like Wabash County at Christmas time. All the hustle, all the bustle, and it's all for you. Did you know there are over 60 members of the Retail Merchants Committee all waiting to serve you? No matter what's on that shopping list, we'll probably have it right here in Wabash County. And if not, we'll point you in the right direction, because it's all about pulling together for a happy holiday season. The Retail Merchants of Wabash County, we're open for business. Christmas starts here.
When your friends invite you to a party, you make bad decisions. When you make bad decisions, you make bad grades. When you make bad grades, your parents yell at you. When your parents yell at you, you get stressed. When you get stressed, you go for a walk. When you go for a walk, you interrupt football practice. When you interrupt football practice, you get tackled by a 6'6", 350-pound All-Pro defensive lineman. Don't get tackled by a 6'6", 350-pound All-Pro defensive lineman. Say no to underage drinking.
At LIP Motorsports, located at 830 Poplar Street in Mount Carmel, we offer custom upholstery work from a full car interior to just a seat repair. And don't fix that headliner when we can put in a new one. And how about camo? Not only can we make your interior look new, we can fix almost anything in it. Window motors, door handles, seat motors, etc. Why buy another car when we can make yours look and run new? LIP Motorsports has a mechanic on duty Monday through Friday beginning at 6 a.m. Car detailing only $79. And get your tickets now for the Corvette Pace Car giveaway to benefit Safe Haven.
Figures. Morgan York has 5 on 1 field goal from each side of the arc line, and that's Mount Carmel's total. 29-24, Mount Carmel. We're back in 1 minute with a call the second half here at your home for the Aces.
My accident was on July 4th, 2004, and we had a breaker that was kind of dirty and gummed up. And it malfunctioned and turned on, and it came back on, sent 7,200 volts down the line. And my buddy was up in a bucket, and I was on the ground holding the wire in my left hand. One thing would have changed the course of my life. just about every day, and I get up out of bed and I try to use my hand. It's been 10, almost 11 years now, and it never goes away. All it would take is one quick second, and your life can change forever. I lost my best friend to an accident like this. Was one of the hardest things for me to accept. If you're the type of person that thinks an accident's not going to happen to you, you better rethink that, because I used to think that. And so I just want you guys to remember that it can happen to you.
Back at the Hilltop, set for the second half. Josh Howard's going to join me for the second half. Mount Carmel leads Edwards County 29-24. Well, this Mount Carmel team having to retool things. Okay, you can grab that. Having to retool things, become a little quick of foot, press a little bit. It looks like it's produced results.
Yeah, I mean, the Lady Aces looks, so far tonight, it looked pretty well. I mean, losing to Appleby was a big hit a couple games ago, but it seems like they've kind of made up for that, and they've got their offense and defensive packages kind of put together, and so far, so good tonight for the Lady Aces.
Mount Carmel will start with the basketball, too. In the second half, Lauren Wright up high to Bailey Ray. The dump inside, turnaround on the drop down by Terrell between two lines, poked away by Edwards County. Mount Carmel will trigger. They try to go inside on the first play of the second half. Aces basketball on the baseline. Looking is Lauren Wright up high to Ray at the middle, drives to the elbow, stops back behind to Wright for three. Got it! Lauren Wright, give her the three ball.
Edwards County's kind of in the man-to-man and just got kind of caught on a screenplay and left Lauren wide open at the top of the key for a three ball.
Mount Carmel's been a good three-point shooting team all year, at least so far. Aces 6-2 on the year. Dribble drive inside, nothing there, so they flip it back out to Madison Hout. She loads, now Masor Borowiak. There's pressure from Wright. Borowiak drops the ball off her knee. Oh, they say we touched it last.
That's a good.
Oh, no. Now they give it to Mount Carmel.
I think it went off. Zimmerman's foot, actually, but they're going to call it off Edwards County. Mount Carmel got a break on that play.
The Aces go left to right. They have their biggest lead of the game, 8 points right now, seconds into the third period, 32-24. Bounce pass back to play is Terrell. She hands it behind her. Ray cuts down the lane. Ball poked out of bounds by Schmittler. And it'll belong to Mount Carmel.
Yeah, it's kind of a rushed look by the Lady Aces. They didn't take much time to set up an offense. They kind of drove inside and just nothing was there. And luckily we didn't get a charge call or anything like that on the Lady Aces.
And there's Ray for three. Skims out, no good. Rebound by Schmittler. She controls the boards for Edwards County. So here come the Lions now. Mount Carmel drops back. We'll pick them up in the half court. Mount Carmel by 8. A little more than 1 minute into the second half. Almost a travel. Borowiak dishes looking for Schmittler in the lane. Ball's loose, but it caroms all the way out to Edwards County. And now it's taken away. A steal by Lauren Wright. She'll drive, jump stop, and miss the shot. Puts up the follow and got the tougher one to go. And now Mount Carmel has a double-digit lead, 10 points, and now they come back and press. And there's a ball tipped in the backcourt, stolen by Mount Carmel. Right back inside for two from Wright. And Edwards County calls timeout. So the press has definitely produced results tonight. Timeouts brought to you by Harris Insurance Agency. Mount Carmel leads 36-24. Let's take a 30. It's your home for the Aces.
At LIP Motorsports, located at 830 Poplar Street in Mount Carmel, we offer custom upholstery work from a full car interior to just a seat repair. And don't fix that headliner when we can put in a new one. And how about camo? Not only can we make your interior look new, we can fix almost anything in it. Window motors, door handles, seat motors, etc. Why buy another car when we can make yours look and run new? LIP Motorsports has a mechanic on duty Monday through Friday beginning at 6 a.m. Car detailing only $79. And get your tickets now for the Corvette Pace Car giveaway to benefit Safe Haven.
On side of the team that called it. Yeah. 6:22 to go. Early third period. Mount Carmel's press has really produced results. They've opened up to a 12-point lead, the biggest of the night, 36-24, as Mount Carmel looks for its 7th win of the year. They keep the heat on. Nelson ends up getting the ball. It was almost taken away from her by Terrell. Now they're in deep trouble there. Nelson tries to regain her composure, lofts the ball inside. There's a scoop layup try and a foul called on Mount Carmel.
Yeah, it'd be on McGuire, it appears to be. They just got her with the body. That's going to be her first, team's first of the second half. At the line for Edwards County is Borowiak.
And she barely taps the front of the rim with the first one missing. She'll have another one, though. She was fouled in the act. Mount Carmel goes to Jasper Saturday afternoon. We'll have it here for you. on 100.5 WSJD. She made the second free throw, 36-25. Mount Carmel Aces with the ball. There's Lauren Wright pedaling left, now back to the middle. Holding the ball high above her head, left side. That was Terrell. Now Zimmerman, who's just checked into the game, has it. Back to Terrell. Baseline drive, left side. Inside, underneath Schmittler. And somebody got off their feet a little bit. They may have called it on Borowiak, let's see, or Schmittler.
Yeah, I think it'll be on Schmittler. No, they're going to call it on Borowiak. That'll be Borowiak's fourth foul.
Boy,
team's first. That's a big hit for Edwards County.
Yeah, she's a starter and a good hustler. They need to keep her in the ball game. But she will take a seat now with 4. Coming in is Hallie Murbarger, a junior. She's in for the Lions. Now Carmel triggers from its own baseline. Lauren Wright beyond the right arc line. There's Zimmerman, lets it go for 3. Got it! McKenna Zimmerman. I think her first points of the night.
Her first point, yeah.
And Mount Carmel now with a 14-point bulge, 39-25. Uh-oh, a little close to an over and back. A Madison Hout against the press. This time they do work it to the baseline. Shot's good. From there, nicely done, is Sidney Foster. 39-27 Aces. Now Carmel back on the attack, up high. Open for a moment, Terrell. She doesn't shoot the 3. Instead, she flips it to McGuire. Now she gets it to Lauren Wright. Dribbles slightly right, looks, needs help. She used up her dribble. Coming out to help is Zimmerman. Bounce pass to Lauren Wright. Aces by an even dozen now. Being very patient here, looking for something good. Perhaps something on the backside. Nope, instead a dribble drive. Backside layup is by Reid, and it stays in. I thought it was going to trickle off the rim, but it stayed inside to count for 2. 41-27. Beating the press down court. Maybe that's the way for Edwards County, as Nelson beat us back and scored for the Lions. 41-29, Mount Carmel. Underneath, a forced shot that time, no foul called. The shot missed by Terrell. Here comes Edwards County. Masor bangs over one of the Aces who was not set. And that is Foster, will get 2 at the line.
Yeah, that foul will be on Terrell. That'll be her third, team's second here in the second half. Just didn't get back quick enough, didn't get her feet set, and got the blocking call. At the line with 2 is Foster.
Wow. That was a hard free throw right there. Banged off the side of the rim. No good. Now Carmel now will go to Morgan York back in and Cammie Klein back in for the LAs at the 4:25 mark of the third quarter. Sidney Foster at the stripe, and she made the second one. Edwards County back with an 11. 41-30. So the Lions on a 3-point run. Right side, Bailey Ray. Who comes out? Looks like it's going to be York at the top. Now Wright. Up high, McGuire. Morgan York, who had a 3 earlier tonight on the right wing. She's a good shot. And they post her up down low, go to the left side. She misses. Schmittler pulls down the rebound from over the top.
Yeah, the Lady Aces are flashing to the lower blocks, and they're open every time. We just got to get that pass coming in a lot sooner. By the time it gets there, the defenders have already moved in position.
And there's a running layup, no good. Thrown up by Foster, rebound of the Aces. So we have it right back, 3:45 to go in the third period. We'll visit with Tim Willis after the game. Now to York, and he's got to be happy with the way this third quarter is going, and really part of the second as well. Haley McGuire on the high right. Now the left, 3 on the way. Bailey Ray, a bomb, no good, off the back of the rim, and the rebound by Sidney Foster. Outlet to Nelson. Nelson can catch fire at any moment. She drives to the foul line, ball poked away from behind. The Aces come up with it. Good defense over there for Mount Carmel's Lauren Wright. She gets it back the other way and bangs into Murbarger once, twice. Now gives it out on the left wing, and now Bailey Ray bangs her way inside and gets a defender. That looked like Malia Schmittler off her feet, and she'll get the foul.
Yeah, that foul will be on Schmittler. That's her second, team's second. Going to the line for the Aces is Ray. She is, so far tonight, she has yet to been to the charity stripe.
Free throw is good. She's been on fire from beyond the arc line, though.
Yeah, she's got a total of 16 points. 3 3 balls, 2 baskets, and 1 for 1 so far at the free throw line.
Bailey Ray added that total after finally rolling around the rim.
Gave her the jinx there for a second.
So the Aces by 13. They're going to press right after the free throw. Wait a minute. The official stops the play. We'll give the ball to the lines for the inlet. Something happened there, and Edwards County wanted to go ahead and keep that inlet the way it was. They'd beaten the press in. And they get the ball in again. Now they work the ball to Schmittler in the middle of the floor. Now here's Nelson. Bounce pass toward Schmittler again. Poked away by Klein at the elbow right side. Good defense by Cammie Klein against the big gal from Edwards County. Now Carmel now stepping out to the elbow left side is York. Doesn't shoot. Gets rid of the ball to Lauren Wright. Wright goes to her right. Looks for Klein. She's got the ball now looking for the cutters across the key. Nobody there. Dribbles left, curl dribble herself into the paint. Gets rid of it left side. Shot from there. Feints out, no good by York. And the rebound comes down to Edwards County.
They kind of caught us staring. Once we put the shot up, nobody attacked the boards. Bounced out. Could have been an easy rebound for the Lady Aces, but nobody's paying attention.
Here comes Edwards County. Outside Foster. Loose dribble. She stays with it, though. Drives all the way to the rack and scores. Sidney Foster, and Edwards County is within 11. 43-32.
Foster's not afraid to bang her way inside and put up a strong shot.
Yeah, boy, and you need players like that. She seems to be a good one, and that's the way Borowiak plays too. But she's in foul trouble with 4 and on the bench for Edwards County. Inside York, turns and hits. Tough shot for Morgan York, but she delivers. 45-32 Mount Carmel. Pressure by the Aces. Edwards County breaks it quickly. There's Nelson driving coast to coast, misses the layup. Foul shot. A foul shot, Murbarger, no good, and she draws the foul and will go to the line. It's on the Aces. And
that foul is going to be on Wright. That's her second. Team's third.
So Edwards County at the free throw line. First one's no good by Hallie Murbarger, a junior. Into the game, replacing Schmittler, comes Camille Cowling. She's a sophomore. Where's number 3 for the varsity games, number 5 for the JV games. Second free throw good for Murbarger. Edwards County won the JV game tonight. 45-33, Mount Carmel leads here. A minute 36 to go in the third period. Wright gets all the way down the lane, passes it up to the baseline, and it goes out of bounds.
Quick stat update. Free throw wise for the Aces, we're 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 60%. Edwards County's been on the line 9 times, made 6 of them, 67%.
Well, Lauren Wright just stepped into a passing lane, and Nelson was about to deliver the goods, tried to hold up, hitched, and traveled with the ball, so Mount Carmel will have it. Another turnover on the Lions caused by Mount Carmel pressure. Well, these gals know a thing or two about it. They're going to have to learn it for the rest of the year with the bigs out, but they're doing very well at it tonight. Now Ray kind of throws that shot off balance and then gets a foul.
Yeah, kind of a frustration foul. She kind of put up a lazy shot, wasn't even close, and she came trying to bang her way in to get a rebound, picks up her second personal foul, team's 4th.
And poor Bailey wasn't happy with her shot or her selection of plays, and then she hears it from the coach, Tim Willis. So she's really in the doghouse now. Here comes Edwards County. There's a travel on the Lions. Good defense thrown up by Mount Carmel's drone. And traveling was Foster, and the Aces will have it right back. That's okay. Bailey Ray's too valuable a player to get down. But the coach can't ever stay on her too long because she's always going to do something good. Aces by a dozen with the ball. York with a bomb. In and out, no good. Rebound, pulling it down, Mount Carmel, and they'll try again. Here's York at the point. Looking. Around the horn to the right side, McGuire.
Edwards County still in the man-to-man defense.
Now Carmel being a little patient. York now looking for the cutter. Nothing there. Instead, Bailey Ray. Bailey Ray out on the wing. Now York beyond the arc line. We're just sending them through left and right. Looking for a post up there. They post York up. Schmittler over the top. Gets the foul. The pass came from Lauren Wright. Good job of the Aces.
Schmittler, that's her third. Team's third.
So they got Morgan York. They found her inside against the big. And Schmittler on the foul, and York missed the free throw. She'll get another one. A lot of basketball this weekend. The boys play tomorrow night at Vincennes. The girls play Jasper Saturday afternoon. The boys play Flora Saturday night here at the Hilltop. All right, York hit the second one, 46-33. Mount Carmel's lead 13. The Aces zone trap pressure. waiting for the Lions to approach him. Now they trap in the front court. 27 seconds to go in the third period. Foster, loose dribble. They let her get away with it. Now to the left side, Nelson open for three. Missed that one. And rebound put back is no good by Foster. Now Schmittler puts it up and in for Edwards County. They tattooed us on the boards that time.
Yeah, you can get kind of wild on your dribbles. As long as you keep your hand on top of the ball, you're going to be all right most of the time.
46-35. Ray lets it go down the lane with 2.5 seconds to go, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards County.
Kind of a rush play by the Lady Aces at this point. Just take your time, get it into the fourth period. You're ahead by 11 points.
Mount Carmel will have the ball on their own baseline. They bring in a couple of offensive players right now. And here is Bailey Ray with a shot. No good at the horn. We played 3 quarters. Mount Carmel in control now with a period to go. Here's your score. Mount Carmel 46, Edwards County 35. Let's take a 1-minute break. It's your home for the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Firebox ads are digital innovation to assist advertising in local businesses. You can see for yourself at these Mount Carmel locations. Firebox ads aren't the only service Brushfire Creative has to offer. We provide everything needed for your business to take off. Brushfire Creative. Spark your business potential.
Along with Josh Howard, I'm Scott Allen back at the Hilltop. Mount Carmel leads Edwards County by 11. Tommy Cook is on camera tonight. Brianna Henson's doing a wonderful job doing the stream, so the worldwide web will be happy tonight. The internet gods are smiling.
I don't know if the World Wide Web's ever happy, Stan.
Edwards County opens with the basketball. They got it inside to Schmittler. She had to settle for a little bit of a fall away from 13 and missed it.
Borowiak's back in the game for Edwards County. She's playing with 4 fouls.
Here's Wright penetrating to the elbow. Gets rid on the baseline. There's Ray with a driving layup. Missed it. Now the ball trickles out of bounds off of Mount Carmel's hands. It'll go to Edwards County.
Yeah, a little confusion there on the Lady Aces. Ray came barreling through and kind of knocked Terrell out of the way. She was there to make an easy rebound.
There's a poke out, a poke away by Ray and pressure. Tim Willis is going to keep the heat on, of course. Not going to pull it back with an 11-point lead. This is the biggest thing that's caused Edwards County trouble and does not allow them to get into an offensive flow is our pressure. And almost a steal there. Murbarger steps to the foul line, shoots off the dribble for 15. No good. The ball bats off a couple of bodies. Finally scooped up by Lauren Wright. And the Aces will have it with that 11-point lead intact. Now Carmel going for win number 7 on the year. They're 6-2. Edwards County is 4-3 on the year. Aces can afford to take a little time with each possession there. A little loose pass inside, but Terrell got her hand on it, dribbles it back out, and saves that series. Now Lauren Wright starts to drive, backs up, looking for a cutter, left side. Nothing there, so here's McKenna Zimmerman at the point. Now to Lauren Wright. Posting up down low, instead a 3-ball over the top. Ray nails it. That's 4 threes for Bailey Ray.
And she is now at 20 points so far tonight.
Wow. Great job for Bailey Ray tonight. 49-35. Mount Carmel ties its biggest lead. 14, and there's traveling on Masor Borowiak. Again, that pressure caused that. She was kind of slid her way towards a trap, tried to avoid it, and turned it over. So Mount Carmel has it. They go left to right in the fourth period. Lauren Wright, slow dribble across the timeline. Nothing there.
Here's where the Lady Aces just need to run the offense. Just keep running through it. Don't take a forced shot. If you have an open shot, take it. But don't try to force anything up.
Slide somebody in on either the baseline or the wing and go for the opening that you get from this defense. And take the time necessary to find that opening. There's a inside feed to Ray. Misses on the shot, though, from point-blank range. And they rebound to Malia Schmittler. Here comes Edwards County. quickly down court. Borowiak hits from about 12 underneath the foul line in the lane.
Yeah, just nobody was hustling to get back. Everybody just kind of jogged back, and here came Borowiak driving down the court, and pretty much an easy little jump shot for Borowiak.
49-37. In fact, Schmittler was way behind the play, so it was Borowiak on her own in the lane. And she hit it. Edwards County within 12 now, 5:22 to go. Way outside, that is Lauren Wright, no good for 3, and a rebound to Edwards County. So the Lions have it back. They're going to try to start a run right now.
Yeah, I mean, still plenty of time left. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Borowiak shakes right, now gets rid of the ball to the right side to Madison Hout. Back now to Wright. Sets the play. Tanya Conrad up hollering instructions on the Edwards County bench. Dribble drive inside. Borowiak draws the foul first before she got rid of the ball, and she'll go to the line. Two shots, they say.
That foul's on Reid. That's her third. The team's fifth. And like you said, Borowiak's at the line shooting 2. So far, she's 1 of 2 this evening.
Free throw number 1 is good. Did it look to you like she was shooting, or was she passing?
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those that it probably was close enough that they just decided to give it to her.
Yeah. Well, Conrad calls a timeout between the free throws. We'll take it as well. It's a full timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Harris Insurance Agency. Mount Carmel leads 49-38. 1 minute break now at your home for the Aces.
There's nothing like Wabash County at Christmas time. All the hustle, all the bustle, and it's all for you. Did you know there are over 60 members of the Retail Merchants Committee all waiting to serve you? No matter what's on that shopping list, we'll probably have it right here in Wabash County. And if not, we'll point you in the right direction, because it's all about pulling together for a happy holiday season. The Retail Merchants of Wabash County, we're open for business. Christmas starts here.
When your friends invite you to a party, you make bad decisions. When you make bad decisions, you make bad grades. When you make bad grades, your parents yell at you. When your parents yell at you, you get stressed. When you get stressed, you go for a walk. When you go for a walk, you interrupt football practice. When you interrupt football practice, you get tackled by a 6'6", 350-pound All-Pro defensive lineman. Don't get tackled by a 6'6", 350-pound All-Pro defensive lineman. Say no to underage drinking.
4:56 to go. Now the second free throw following the timeout. And it goes in for Masor Borowiak. Edwards County back within 10, 49-39. If the Lions get a couple of turnovers here, things get mighty quick, mighty fast. Dribble drive, a loose dribble that by Mount Carmel's Cassidy Drone. She works it into the paint, and wisely, Terrell dribbles right through. She didn't want to take on Schmittler down there, and time was counting inside the key. Now Carmel being patient, though. Bailey Ray, she traveled. Well, that's the only way she could have shaken Madison Hout straight out of her shoes, was to do something you can't do. That's what happened. Edwards County with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good call. But, I mean, this, like you were talking about turnovers, there's one. Already Edwards County is already within 10. They could go as close as 7 here. And then from the Lady Aces standpoint, we got to start playing some tougher defense.
Yeah, you don't want to get Edwards County to the point where they can start to use Nelson and her shooting prowess to get back in the game. There's a bad pass down low, stolen by McGuire. They were looking for Nelson. And Mount Carmel got the steal. Now is Bailey Ray across the timeline, gets by her defender all the way through, but doesn't shoot from the lane. Instead, the baseline 12-footer is off the mark by York. And a rebound, a steal by Mount Carmel again on the outlet. Here's a drive by Ray. Scoop layup, no good. And Edwards County gets the rebound. So we're generating enough turnovers. Then we got to finish.
Yeah, I mean, Edwards County's just kind of being real lazy and real sloppy with her passes. They're not taking care of the basketball. I mean, I'd hate to see turnout count on both sides of the ball so far.
Edwards County with the ball. They'd set up a high-low post setup with Schmittler on one side, Cowling on the other. Instead, they go inside to Foster. She clanks it off the bottom of the rim. Ball's loose, and Foster dribbles it out herself.
It's a good look by Edwards County.
Now Nelson on the arc line. Tries to funnel it inside for Schmittler. Reaching around and getting a steal is Mount Carmel's Terrell.
That probably should have been a foul on Terrell, but they're letting it go. You can't kind of reach around and hook them and drag them down with you. But a lot of Aces are lucky on that call.
Terrell now backs it up, brings it out. Aces spread it out a little bit for this play. We're down to 3:15 to go. Mount Carmel nursing a 10-point lead. Haley McGuire now to the left side, York on the arc line. At the point, Drone. Edwards County in a man-to-man. Mount Carmel looking for the cutter. A loose pass stolen by Edwards County. Nelson hits the layup at the other end. Edwards County's with an 8. Now they're going to press. 49-41. In the backcourt, there's the inlet to Ray. She'll turn and dribble against Cowling. Nope, she'll flip it over her head to Terrell across the timeline, and a timeout called by Mount Carmel. Timeouts brought to you by Harris Insurance Agency. 2:40 left in this one. Mount Carmel leads Edwards County only 8 now, 49-41 at your home for the Aces.
Beware, old man winter. When winter weather rears its ugly head, and it will, you can count on News Channel 15 for the latest storm forecast and updates. Kyle Peach will be live in the studio to keep you up to the minute on what to expect and how to deal with it. School closings, traffic delays, and more for southeastern Illinois. News Channel 15 will have it all. And when you're on the go, you can also tune in 89.1 The Bash for the latest school and weather-related information.
At New Wave, we're proud to call the communities we serve our home. Our customers tell us having a local office is important to them. That's why we maintain dozens of local offices and employ over 500 skilled employees, all focused on delivering the best customer experience. We don't just connect communities, we connect to our communities, helping support the schools, organizations, and events that support all of us. Thank you for choosing New Wave Communications, your local provider of internet, TV, and phone.
Back here at the Hilltop, we're down to 2:34 to go. Mount Carmel trying to hang on to an 8-point lead. It's down to that. It's been double digits most of the night. In the second half, I should say. Mount Carmel with the ball. York on the high left. Being very patient. Now McKenna Zimmerman. Left side, Lauren Wright. There's the cutter. Terrell, layup good. They snuck her inside, and she scored.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. You got to take your time. You'll eventually find an open man. Just don't rush any passes down on the inside block.
Now Carmel by 10. Jump stop. Foster missed the shot from just above the block. Now Carmel with a rebound. We've got the ball back. We're inside 2 minutes to go. And suddenly things feel a lot better. Tanya Conrad is hollering for her girls to come out and foul, and finally they do. But I don't think she wanted Foster to do that. That's number 4 on Foster. Remember, Borowiak had 4 already. So they're going to bring Murbarger back into the game. 1:54 left, and Mount Carmel will have the ball. Still not the bonus, though. Edwards County has 5 fouls, Mount Carmel 4, so the Lions have to do some more fouling. They have to watch who does it.
And Foster set to check back in this ballgame.
Terrell now to York, looking. And now there is McGuire. She's fouled by Murbarger with 1:37 to go.
That's Murbarger's first.
That's number 5 on Edwards County. I don't know why they took that much time to commit. They've got to foul again. And they probably need to do it quickly. They're down by 10. So, Dan, I don't need to waste time and actually go over this. They've got to get the fouls on the board so they get Mount Carmel to the free throw line. And there they called the foul.
I don't know if that was a foul, actually.
Yeah, that probably wasn't. That looked like a pretty good poke away by Madison Hout. But she got what she wanted, the foul, and that's number 2 on her. There's number 6. Okay, so now we go to the free throw line. Down to 1:35 to go in the game. Here is the inlet for Mount Carmel into Bailey Ray. And there's a poke away and a foul. Tanya Conrad thought maybe it was pretty clean, but they called that one again on Hout. That's 3 on her.
I think you kind of need a foul there. I mean, you're down to a minute and a half left, down by 10.
Yeah, you got to get yourself some possessions.
I mean, you've already burned a lot of time off the clock by not fouling immediately so far.
You've got to get, if you hit threes, you've got to get 4 more possessions out of this game than Mount Carmel has. And you got 89 seconds to do it. Free throw is no good by Bailey Ray. Rebound to Edwards County. Down to 1:25 to go.
Quick, now you got to get good
left
looks.
Left side, there's a flyer, no good. Thrown up by Borowiak. She'll go to the line, though. Foul on Mount Carmel.
The foul is on Ray. That's her 4th. Team 6th at the line is Borowiak. She's 3 of 4 so far this evening, shooting 2.
Free throw number 1 is good. Here comes Zimmerman back in for Mount Carmel. 1:21 to go, replacing York. We'll visit with Tim Willis after the game, brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located at Wabash 10 Avenue, Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. 51-42, the next one good. Edwards County back within 8, 51-43. Well, the Lions certainly are trying. Cowling comes in for Borowiak, who can't be one to foul here. She has 4, so she comes to the bench. Offense-defense switch. And Edwards County with some pressure here. And Bailey Ray is still a long way to go. She dribbled into a trap and actually came out of it with a foul.
And that'll be a foul on Hout. That's her 4th. Team's 8th.
Well, Edwards County probably there should have just laid back and kept clamping down on defense. He probably would have got a 10 count out of it.
Yeah, they were probably at 8 or 9 right then.
Stead number 4, third Lion with 4 fouls, and Bailey Ray at the stripe. Free throw is good. 52-43.
That's the key for the Lady Aces.
How are we doing tonight from the line, by the way?
We are 50%, 4 of 8.
Oh.
Edwards County, 77%.
Ray hits the next one. Well, our percentage just went up, and thank goodness for that. Back to a 10-point lead, 53-43. Here's Edwards County. Ray takes a swipe at the ball, forces a scramble. Held ball call as 2 players hit the deck, McGuire and Nelson. And guess who gets it on the alternate possession? Mount Carmel. Murbarger comes in. Offense-defense switch for Schmittler. And Borowiak checks out again. 1:07 to go. Edwards County will press, including the inlet, and they get a steal. Nelson, bounce pass inside, and a foul on Ray.
And she's done.
Oh, my.
That's number 5 on Bailey Ray.
Well, that's a bad turn of events there. Bailey Ray just reached in with 4 fouls and picked up number 5. 1:04 to go.
So Bailey Ray will leave the game with 22 points, with 4 3 balls and 4 of 5 from the free throw line.
Well, we don't get to use her anymore tonight, so let's hope we don't have to. Huh? We lead by 10, 53-43.
They'd have to come alive here really quick.
Edwards County at the line. Madison Hout there. Free throw no good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound off a couple of hands. It goes out of bounds. Who gets it? The officials are going to both look at each other and make the same call, and it goes to Edwards County.
That's a good call. I mean, the Lady Aces just weren't strong with the rebound, and it just dribbled out of bounds here on the near side. Gives another chance for Edwards County.
Hout triggers in. There's a steal on the inlet by McGuire. She stepped inside of Nelson, stole it, and now brought it out to work the clock. She almost threw it away into the backcourt, but it was deflected, so Mount Carmel can pick it up there, and we're down to 47 seconds to go. Edwards County's got to gamble a little bit on defense now. Mount Carmel's got to work the ball quickly. A steal there, and it is by Nelson. She tries a McGuire, misses the shot. Rebound Schmittler, missed it. And now a scramble, and Zimmerman has the rebound for Mount Carmel, and the Aces quickly call timeout with her in possession. And we're down to 33.6 seconds to go. A 30-second timeout brought to you by Harris Insurance Agency. We'll be back right after this at your home for the Aces.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
One of the boys play.
Brianna Henson says, we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Mount Carmel plays tomorrow. The boys play at Vincent's Lincoln.
Yeah.
Should be a good game. Mount Carmel has a shot at going 2-0 for the first time ever in the Big 8.
A fun game to watch the other night with the boys.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Beating Jasper and then turning around and beating Robinson. Looking so impressive that night. Mount Carmel's trying to hang on to get the win here. And Edwards County's got a foul. They haven't yet. We're down to 21 seconds to go, and they don't. Now McGuire has it.
I think they've kind of called the dogs off to try for a steal.
Yeah, and now it's going to run out of time. We're down to 12, and Mount Carmel still with the ball. We don't need to look at the basket. McGuire, that'll do it. Edwards County isn't going to foul at all, and that's the way this game is going to end, with Mount Carmel hanging on to the ball. Aces have won number 7 on the year, and their first win without Kylie Appleby. So Mount Carmel wins it. The final, Aces 53, Edwards County 43. We're back with a post-game show, a look at stats, and a visit with Tim Willis right after this in 2 minutes at your home for the Aces.
Thanks again for your support.
Beware Old Man Winter. When winter weather rears its ugly head, and it will, you can count on News Channel 15 for the latest storm forecast and updates. Kyle Peach will be live in the studio to keep you up to the minute on what to expect and how to deal with it. School closings, traffic delays, and more for southeastern Illinois. News Channel 15 will have it all. And when you're on the go, you can also tune in 89.1 The Bash for the latest school and weather-related information.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
89.1 The Bash is guaranteed to bring you the latest in today's hit alternative. Including the classics. 24/7 non-stop. With 50,000 watts of power, turn those radio dials to 89.1 The Bash for all your music needs.
Final score tonight, Mount Carmel 53, Edwards County 43. The Aces improved to 7-2 on the year. Edwards County falls to 4-4. 22 points for Bailey Ray tonight. Led the way for Mount Carmel. But how about the play of Kylie Terrell? She had 13 on the night. Those two in double figures for the Aces. Lauren Wright had 7. Morgan York 7. Finishing with 3, McKenna Zimmerman. And it was a big 3 at the time, too, for Mount Carmel. 52 points. For Edwards County, 43. They had 2 players in double figures. Caelyn Nelson ended up there in the end. She's the one you worry about. She had 7 threes in her most recent outing. And she had 3 tonight, a total of 15 points. Masor Borowiak had 11, finishing with 7. Sidney Foster with 6. Malia Schmittler, the big gal inside. 3-point night for Madison Hout, and Hallie Murbarger finished with 1. Mount Carmel wins it by 9, 52-43. Biggest lead was 14 for Mount Carmel, and then the Lions tried to come roaring back to get back into it. Quarter scores, Mount Carmel led at the Edwards County led at the first quarter break 12-10. Mount Carmel led at halftime 29-24. Extended the lead to 11 at the end of 3, 46-35, and win it by 10, 53-43. Next up for the Aces, Saturday at Jasper. We'll have it all for you right here on 100.5 WSJD. That's Saturday afternoon. The next home game here at the Hilltop is a boys' game Saturday night. Mount Carmel versus Flora. And we're going to get some gals up here. Haley McGuire is going to come up here. Lauren Wright is going to come up here as well. And what we will do is we'll give you gals a headset. All right. Yeah, you're just going to there you go. Put it right there. You go. All right. Hey, congratulations. I'm going to get this other thing started too here. All right, we're going to visit with Haley McGuire first. Hey, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us about this one. A nice one, huh?
Well, we came into it. He said that it was, even though it was Albion, it was, going to be a game because the last game that he went to, they scored 68. So we were like, they don't normally play like that. So we knew that it was going to be a good game. And, it was. They ended up sometimes even getting ahead of the points in us, so we knew that we had to get our heads in the game, and we did, and we battled, and even through all the silly turnovers, we played our hardest, and it was just amazing.
Yeah, really, we're going to have to become a different team now, aren't we?
Definitely.
And it certainly showed because you guys haven't had a lot of practice at this kind of approach, right? A lot of pressure things, and look at all, because you know how to do it anyway, right?
Of course.
Yeah, but now you get to practice full time on it because that's going to be the future here for this year anyway. Nice job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's, Lauren Wright is going to turn the mic over to Lauren here. And again, we say congratulations. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Really nice big one. What's this win do for this club?
It's a big thing for us because last year we had not such a good season, but this year we're going up. I think we have a good chance this year.
Well, and it shows that you can adjust, right? Because we have to adjust now. And look what you did tonight.
Yeah, I think we're a whole new team this year.
Yeah, and going to be so. Well, how about the night? Let's talk about one of your teammates, Bailey Ray. She was kind of on fire tonight, huh?
Yeah, she is on fire. She's always on fire.
And what about the job that I don't know? Were you pegged against Nelson? Who had the job of defending Nelson? Haley did mostly. Okay, but what a job! And I should have asked her about it, but what a job we did on her tonight.
Yeah, she did a really good job on her tonight.
Yeah, really held her in check, and that was one of the keys too. But great pressure defense. It's fun doing that. It's fun when you get a steal or two or nine.
Yeah, we practice a lot on that.
Yeah, and you're going to continue to. Hey, thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Lauren Wright, one of the starters for this Lady Aces team. 9-point win from Mount Carmel, 52-43. Hey, let's visit with Tim Willis now. It's all brought to you by our friends at Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10 Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need to tow, call 263-3285. Well, we didn't need any tow tonight, Coach.
Well, we appreciate
your girls came out and made it happen.
Well, we appreciate all the sponsors that help make this possible for us, for all our fans sitting at home, so we want to thank those folks. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. We kind of felt that was going to be the case. I mean, with Edwards County, with our schedule, we always have Princeton, and then we got Jasper. So it's that game in the middle, and, it's difficult at times. We're already trying to do some things for Jasper, and I told the girls, be ready, because Edwards County really improved from where they were the last couple of years. Coach Reid's done a nice job with them, and they're getting better every year, and I think you can see that.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys did a good job on Schmittler. On the end of the night, she only had 6 points. Caelyn Nelson, boy, she ended up with 15, but it sure didn't feel like that with the job you seemed to do on her.
Yeah, we talked about that before the game. She was the shooter we were worried about, and we let her come in and score 2 threes real quick there in the third period after we had opened it up a little bit and let them back in the game a little bit, so that hurt us. But, I thought we did a relatively good job on her. And, again, we're trying to do some different things defensively, see where we're at. I thought Camille came in and did us a really nice job in the first half, and, we didn't play as much with her in the second half because we were looking a little bit more offensive, and she's certainly one of our defensive gurus, but I thought she was really big for us there in the first half and played a really nice game.
And we had Hallie on here a minute ago. She ends up with 0 points, but
she played awful hard, didn't she?
Contribution-wise, she's like 20 points. I mean, it seems like it every night.
Yeah, she does a nice job. In fact, I was talking to her a little bit, telling her, I thought she played a pretty solid game, and that's what we got to have. But, again, we got to find some kids scoring. I know we shot, we scored over 50, but, we missed way too many easy shots, and, we keep working on it. We keep thinking it's going to get fixed, so we're just going to keep going at it and see what we do. But, again, Kylie I thought had another nice game for us, and, I thought Joe did a nice job getting us in and out of stuff, and really we went back kind of to our old faithful plays, our flex, our boiler action, our crisscross, and our three-man weave, and basically with the lineup we had to kind of go back to just simple stuff, and I thought they handled that pretty well.
Oh, yeah, really well tonight. I like another gal I like of yours is Morgan York. She's a good inside-out player, and I don't know how she played tonight compared to the way she has, but she can give you an outside shot. She had a 3 tonight. She can go inside. You post her up. She'll do anything you ask of her.
Yeah, we're hoping that she really blossoms here this second half of the season. She's one of those kids that we need to step up, and she's going to get an opportunity to play. And I think with her and Camille, and we didn't get Sarah as much minutes as I would have liked tonight, but we've got some kids that maybe didn't play as much earlier this season or from last season that should come in and help us a little bit. But we got to get Morgan's shot a little bit more consistent. But she gives us that ability. I mean, she's a tremendous track star, can run like crazy. And I always tell her, I said, run like you're on the track. Give me a little bit more speed, and I thought she showed that tonight.
All right, Coach. Guess where? Saturday we go to Jasper.
No, I think we're going to let Jasper come here.
Oh, that's right. Jasper's come here.
We'll let them come this way.
I started saying that on Jasper, promoting it, but I like it better.
You're going to be at Jasper. We're going to be here.
I like it a lot better having it here. Yeah, I'll be in the wrong place.
I'd rather eat here in Mount Carmel and support our restaurants.
But let's talk about the Wildcats. What they. I know you told a little bit about on our pregame show. You talked a little bit about them.
Yeah, they got the one girl, and I've got too many names going in my head right now, but number 10, she can really drive on us, and we got to be careful from her. She hurt us last year, and they got number 1, a point guard, a freshman that does a nice job, doesn't shoot it particularly well at times yet, so we'll probably slough off her a little bit. But number 45, I think it is, their freshman big is going to be a player. We probably all remember Murder and Sternberg that they had a few years ago, and this girl reminds me of that kind of player. So she's going to be a handle down the road. But, we'll see what we can do. We'll probably play a little bit more zone. Hopefully Ryan's not listening. So everybody probably a little bit more zone against him and see how they shoot from the outside. But, Jasper's coming. They're a young club, but hopefully our experience and being at home that we'll be able to do something.
All right, Coach. Hey, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys.
That is Tim Willis, his club a winner tonight. Mount Carmel beats Edwards County 52-43 to improve to 7-2 on the year. Coach's comments brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10 Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need to tow, call 263-3285. So, well, we'll have to go back. We'll just go back and edit that tape the 100 times I said the game was at Jasper on Saturday. We'll just go back and make it the home game. No. But, yeah, we'll try. Yeah, Tommy said, no problem. I'll get to that. I'll get right on that. So the Aces will host Jasper on Saturday, and then the boys' game that night. So it's a good Saturday afternoon, kind of a twilight thing. So for fans to come out and see the girls early and then the guys later on Saturday night. Mount Carmel wins it here tonight, 52-43. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks for Tommy Cook on the camera, Brianna Henson on the switch, Chandler Madden back at the station, and for Josh Howard, I'm Scott Allen. Mount Carmel now 7-2 on the year. We're in Vincennes tomorrow night for the boys' game. Until then, good night, everybody.